What up, Mackies and Maniacs? Hopefully my sound is all right. I know y'all not up in here yet because I didn't give y'all no advance notification. So if you didn't get your notification, don't start complaining, man. I just went live off the riff. So what up? I just want to get this in because I've been slacking. I'll be tired. I'll be doing shit. I don't be having time to check in at night sometimes. A lot of time. Or I don't feel like it. One or the other. Either I don't have time or I don't feel like it. Usually it's because I don't feel like it. So this morning I feel like it. And I feel like, coming and checking in with y'all. Because I love you, Mac Kids and Maniacs. I love the support you guys give me. I love the fact you guys check in, watch the videos, and click the like button, right? I got somewhere to be at 11:30 today, so I won't be around long. Just want to check in with y'all. But check this out. Crip Southside, what you doing up so early, man? I know you got to be at work. Michael Jeffries, what up? Shout out to the fool that asked me about the UCLA Gonzaga game. I gave you the winner. And I told you Gonzaga covers the spread more than half the time. Those are vital. Those are vital statistics when you're talking about betting in Las Vegas. So, gave you the winner. And besides, if you did your homework, Gonzaga beat them the year before. It was a high-scoring game. This one was high, but not as high as before because they went overtime last time. But Gonzaga prevailed over my team that I grew up watching as a kid because my mother went to UCLA and we would go to Poly Pavilion and watch the games. But I watched UCLA closely, and I kind of knew they didn't have that killer instinct to beat Gonzaga. Gonzaga gets looked over because they come from a lesser division, but that program's been good for about how long now, y'all? They've been good for about what? It's been a while. They've been good, though. Kev, nice to see you looking healthy. Man, it's just a haircut, homie. It's just a haircut. But maybe I do feel better. I don't know how I could be healthy. I may look healthy, but looks are deceiving. I can't be healthy all them turtles and Snickers I've been eating. I had left the candy completely alone, man. I done fell back. I done resorted back to my candy, man. I guess my teeth gonna get their last days with candy, man, before I have to get my mouth done or something. You know what I mean? But what else? Michigan State went down as I expected. Tom Izzo, man, a lot of people like Izzo. A lot of people like Michigan State this year, but UConn are the ones, man. UConn been putting hands on fools, man. Ain't nobody that I talk to talking about UConn except Big Lee. But Big Lee is from out that way. Of course, he gonna talk about UConn. What else I want to talk about? What's up, Jerry Allen? What's happening, homeboy? Something else I wanted to talk about too, man. Some of the Long Beach Rider. What up, homie? Long time no see. A couple more things I wanted to just mention, right? Somebody left a comment saying, your stories aren't as funny as Tunes. And you're right. I'm going to agree with you. I'll give you dap on that. But I got to get this disclaimer. They're not supposed to be funnier than Tunes. They're not meant to be funny. I may say some funny things, but it's not comedy. It's not comical. So it's not meant to be funny. You got to remember, these stories are called true stories. True stories. And I'm not a comedian. I guess I'm a comedian by nature, but I'm not a comedian, man. So I'm sorry, bro, if I don't meet your expectations. To a couple other comments. You guys want these blow your brain out type videos. Man, I'm not giving you them type of videos. I may have one, I may have two. Them are not the type of videos you give YouTube unless it's documented in public, unless it's been in the newspaper, unless the police arrested somebody, they beat the case or you know what I'm saying? I used to talk about this all the time. It's a very thin line, man, talking about this culture in public. UCLA gave up 16 offensive rebounds that turn. Yeah, exactly. You know what? UCLA had their chance. They was in a good position to win that game, but You know, you got to be efficient, man. You got to be very efficient to win big games. Like, you can't take nights off. You can't turn the ball over a lot. You can't let teams get offensive rebounds, second and third chances, and expect to win games. You feel me? But anyway, back to some of the comments stuff. Like, I can give you some bang bang shoot 'em. I can give you some violent stories. But look, all my stories aren't gonna be violent and aren't meant to be violent. All of my stories aren't gonna be offensive, because that's incriminating and can and will eventually be held against you if you have like a job opportunity, if you catch another case. You know what I mean? And then you always gotta think about the haters. Like, sometimes you don't want to wake up a hater. You know what I mean? Sometimes people may take a story wrong and be offended. They may think you have a motive that's made up in their mind, and so they're offended by that. So just bear with me, man. I told you guys 7 years now. Told you guys for 7 years now. Just bear with me, man. It all come together, man. Just get to know me, man. Just be my friend. You know, be a supporter of the channel. Try not to be so critical and such a critic and start comparing me to guys that came after me, or guys that's doing what I'm doing, or guys that I brought to light. Like, now you're comparing the student with the teacher. Now you almost like, I don't want to say taking shots at me, but when you start comparing me, like, I didn't get this from nobody else. I get this from me. This is what I do naturally. This is what I came up with just off the cuff. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you may find people that's better than me, people you like more than me, people that's more attractive than me, people that engage with you better than I do. But this is me. It wouldn't be kevmacvideos without me doing it the way I do it. And I would never do things your way. I always try to be appeasing to the crowd, because I always believe you got to get a crowd what they want. But you can't be reckless. It's like leading a group of Crips or your hood on a prison yard. Now you can run things properly and orderly, respectfully, or you could be a train wreck. You could be that wreck. You can get the black race wreck. You can get your car wreck. You can get the rips wreck. So my thing is always, just let me be me. Let me do me. You like me or you don't like. You don't have to watch the video. You can critique. You can give constructive criticism. That's cool. But I'm just saying, I'm not gonna bite off into all that. Sinbad, what up, homie? Oh, matter of fact, yeah, I mean, damn, homie. The coach lost that game by not calling the full court press on that play. His fault. Yeah, but yeah, ain't no buts. It just happens all the time, KP. We can look at any individual game and point out what the coach did wrong, or a player or a team did wrong. But you're absolutely right. I don't take nothing away from what you're saying, KP. But we already getting excuses coming in for UCLA, and we just can't do that. This is my team. You just have to perform accordingly in big games, man. I always talk about the big games, the clutch players. I always talk about the bum coaches. The coaches is not coaching. You feel me? And this is what you're seeing in that UCLA game, homie. Unadulterated Kev, man, that's right. You're with the truth that separates you from the others, Cam. Good looking out, homie. Appreciate it. I love the other dudes, though, man. Of course, there's things I don't love about them, but I love the other dudes. And like I always say, man, you ain't always got to get the story or no history from me. As long as somebody get a history, you know, you put it out here in the YouTube world, we can always go watch it. We can always see it, break it down, analyze it, learn from it, or disagree with it. It ain't always got to be me. But the fact that I try to bring the truth to you, I appreciate those that acknowledge that and those that can appreciate that. But I've always been big on credibility, man. I've never been big on I gotta be the hardest guy, because the hardest guys, they done ran, they done punked out, they done told. So being hard only means something in the moment. It, to me, it don't mean nothing for your reputation unless you done passed on and you died solid as a solid A1. You feel me? But uh, loyal guys, truthful guys, uh, people that stand on what's right, stand on the truth. Those are guys that I respect and I admire. Because it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard because we come from an underworld where you're not supposed to be, in so many ways, truthful. Like, you're taught to lie and deceive. You're taught propaganda. You're taught to put on a show, to act, to win an Oscar award, so to speak. You know what I mean? But I always like being me, man. I always like to be me. Meaning my style. You feel me? Kev Mac Flexer so hard it's scary. There you go with the Maxers again, man. Kev, show them gifts we sent you to the Mac heads. Wifey, mad, say she gonna squabble you, fool. Well, I put them on Instagram, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the gifts with me. See, I don't know which one of y'all be emailing me, but I'm in a whole different state to where the stuff got sent. I thought I was gonna be at the address where the stuff was sent, but untimely mailing, I'm no longer there. So now I just have to pick it up when I'm there, or when I get somebody coming my way to stop by and pick it up. So I don't have the stuff to just show you my carpet or my keychain. But if anybody's interested in seeing it or want to purchase it, go to Max the One on Instagram. Salute. How long? And what type of dude are you? You gonna let wifey squabble me? Like, where you gonna be at? Like, you not gonna take the fade forward? Like, don't you want points for squabbling, Kev Mac? You gonna let wifey squabble? Wifey probably got a cool squabble like KB's wife. Like, when she put that sports training bra on, you better watch out. You better watch out. Like, your wife is one of them? Your wife is Layla Ali? Is that what you're trying to tell me, homie? Or I'm just not in your league. Like, you got to send wifey to swap with me. Like, K-Mac's just that much of a punk that wifey wants that fade. Let me see. Tapped in, KM, sending mine. What up, Salinas Report? Good looking out. UCLA was gas. Both teams are horrible on defense. Until defense is fixed, UCLA won't be elite. You know, we've been talking about that all season, man. Just, I don't know what happened, man. There is no defense no more. Maybe it's the rules. Maybe it's this new generation of players. I don't know what it is, man. But, yeah, you don't see a whole lot of defense. In fact, man, you could pretty much, in the NBA, you could pretty much go over on most games because they're not going to play no defense. You know, one of the best defensive players in basketball, one of the few guys that I really, really like and respect, Kawhi Leonard of the Flippers. Have you watched Kawhi Leonard play lately? Like, he's not playing no defense. He may try to rip you with his long-ass gorilla arms, reach around you and hit the ball. And Kawhi's going to give you any layup you want. You want a layup on Kawhi, just go to the rack on Kawhi if he's under the back. He's not going to touch you. He's not going to try to block your shot. They're not playing defense is my whole point. My point is they're not playing defense for whatever reason. They're just not playing. That's why the games are so – man, some of these games, they scoring 240, 250 points. Check this out. Give you a quick fact. Back when I was first going to the Mirage and Caesars Palace back in the day, 1989, right? Michael Jordan, they used to have this statistic where Michael Jordan scored over or under 27 points, right? We talking about one of the all-time greats, arguably the best player in the NBA history, right? You got guys now For example, there's a guy on the Thunder and a few other guys. Man, you got them dudes. These dudes will never be like, they'll never be compared to Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Reggie Miller, none of them type of guys. And they got them scoring 35, 36, 33 and a half points. So you know there's no defense or a lot of fouls being called. You feel me? Jordan was a scorer. Jordan was a killer on offense. And these guys have proposition bets 6, 7, 8 points higher than Jordan in his prime. So yeah, ain't no defense though, man. Watch a Sacramento Kings game, man. Sacramento will put up 127, 128 on you in a heartbeat. Even some of those sorry teams, Charlotte Hornets or New Orleans Pelicans, you feel me? Even sorry teams like the San Antonio Spurs can put up points. Compton Girl, what's up? Good morning, Crystal. As always, Monique Hill, what's up? Good to see you early this morning. Damn, glad you're talking about going over. With teams not being able to shift this year, do you think all baseball will be going over, or does the bookies take that into account too? Oh, the bookies going to take that into account for sure. You know, I know the basics, homie. I can damn near tell you what an over or under should be on the game with just basic statistics. But I don't know how they get so precise most of the time, man. I don't know if they looking at each individual batting average or how each individual player bats against a pitcher. I don't know what they're doing to determine those numbers, but they're definitely going to alter the way they handicap these games, bro. But I think with the shift, I think what's going to happen in the shift now, you don't have to believe me, and things may change, but Dodgers had one of the worst shifts in all of baseball last year. At one point, they was the worst. So I'm assuming at best they may have moved up 2 or 3 spots. So we had a terrible shift in LA. So my point being, when the Dodgers go back to playing traditional defense, I think it actually helps the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers defense will do better. I think the pitchers will benefit from going back to playing regular baseball. Now, when you talk about guys like how you say his name, Shohei Ohtani, he's going to get more hits. So now you got to look for the Angels to score more points. You got to think the Angels will score more runs. Ohtani's batting average will go up. He will have more hits because he's a beast at getting that hit to right field. You're not going to have a man sitting there out of position making a routine out at first base no more. Ohtani's going to benefit from that. So players like him, real, authentic, good hitters like old school hitters, they'll benefit. A guy like Manny Machado, he probably won't benefit. He's just a great hitter, but he probably won't benefit. Did you watch I watched Japan beat the USA. I watched that game, man. You know what? This is what I learned. It should be common sense. I speak about common sense all the time. It wasn't so common sense for me until I watched Japan play America. We leaking, homie. Our black players and our white players in America, we leaking. We ain't that skilled. We ain't that great like we want to think no more. All these other countries, they done caught up to America and passed America. They know how to hit the ball. They know how to hit the ball, and they got more swag on defense. They got more range on defense. I'm watching America play, and we got some good players on the team. Your Paul Goldschmidts, your the guy from the Phillies, your Arenados, your Mookie Betts, one of my favorite players, your Trey Turners. You got all these guys. These are good players. Kyle Schwarber. You got these good players, right? And I don't have no issue with them being on the team. But now I'm watching Japan. I'm watching the Dominican Republic, Venezuela, Cuba. And I'm like, wait a minute now. America is going to really have to shell out some money to more foreigners if they want to win championships. The black players, the few black players there are, and the white players, man, they look basic to me now. They look so basic. We don't know how to go to the opposite field like the Japanese players or the Dominicans. Dominicans just have a problem with that fast slowing outside. That fast curveball outside the slider. Jerry Allen, good looking out. Who was that other one that I missed? I can't even get my mouse to move up. Oh, there it goes. Number 1. Kenneth Johnson, good looking out. In your opinion, why teams in the NBA don't defend the rim? In my opinion, why don't they defend the rim? Gotta be the foul call, man. That little circle that they got. It has to be that. Because once you're inside that circle, man, you can't touch nobody. Everything's a foul. If you give up an offensive rebound, it's down there a guaranteed foul on the putback. If you go low, it's a foul. You go high, it's a foul. You put your hand straight up and the guy bump into you, it's a foul. So it got to be that. It got to be. That's why I like old school basketball, man. You put somebody on his ass. You elbow somebody up under the rim back there. Like you fought hard for rebounds, putbacks. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have that no more. So I think that's what it is. The league is 3-point centric now, so spacing plus the ticky-tack foul call. Definitely. It's 702 cents hers to you, Kev Mac. Good looking out. Tell her I send mine back as well. Tell her I miss her being on the live streams. That's a fact. I was hot at Trey Turner. He had a great, yeah, he did, but stop hitting. Yep, real. That's facts. When I seen him balling in the World Baseball Classic, this is what I thought. I thought exactly about how he failed the Dodgers and how Dodger fans was blaming Trey Turner. I didn't blame Trey Turner. Yeah, he choked. He didn't do his thing. But I feel like it's more players and the coaching that really felt this. But you're absolutely right, man. Trey want to go to the World Baseball Classic and show out, but couldn't show out for the Dodgers. Bam, what's up, Bam? Top of the morning to you, Bam. Bang that like button. I had to give my boy Bam a shout out, man, on one of them videos. I had my Watch This t-shirt. I told y'all, man, I don't be faking. I don't be fronting. I love my Watch This t-shirt. I told y'all go buy you one, go check it out. That's on you, what you do with your money and what you like and don't like and who you support. But I personally, I love the shirt. I think it's a beautiful shirt. And I like wearing it. I think it look good on me. I like blue anyway. So I told Bam, he picked the right color, that's for sure. Somebody had a cold joke. They said he got on a neighborhood hat and a Watch This t-shirt. He's neighborhood watch. Like, I didn't know if I should laugh or be offended, right? But I let it roll off my shoulder, man. Just stuff like that off. I thought it was kind of funny. But check this out, man. I gave Bam a shout out because, I talked about throwing loves to AR and that whole thing. And like I said, like I maintain, brothers don't always have to see eye to eye, and sometimes brothers need to talk. You know what I mean? But that's just how I felt. Now, that may not be how Bam feels. Bam keeps it as solid as possible. And they may not been on purpose. I explained that. It might not be on purpose. He may be doing it unconsciously. But Bam Bam was a man about it on the phone, and Bam was a man about it on his live. And so that's why I still support Bam, on top of every time I tune in to Bam's show, he giving a shout out to Kev. So I love that shit. Like, ain't nobody else on YouTube giving Kev no shout outs but Goo. Don't nobody give a damn about Kev. Everybody like to throw Kev in some drama. Kev said this. Kev said that. Kev did this. Kev lying. Kev start trying to start some shit. Kev. God damn it, Kev. That's what my shirt ought to say. God damn it, Kev. Kev did it again. Always Kev fault. Like, I need to make some sayings too. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Of course, Melly Mel blessed us with where content is king. A lot of y'all forget that saying came from Melly Mel. Lubbock, Texas in the house. What up, Lubbock, Texas? Rest in peace, little Roscoe. I hope y'all enjoyed the Roscoe's series, man. Check it out. Me personally, I'm probably biased. I loved it. The only thing I didn't like, you could hear all the clicking of the mouse throughout the video, but Roscoe was my guy, man. I think I represented him right. I question whether I should have said he was addicted to tobacco, but I feel like people need to know and understand, if you smoke cigarettes back to back all the time for years, you may end up with lung cancer. Roscoe had lung cancer. Was it from asbestos, from working up under the house with his father? I don't know. But what I do know, when I met Roscoe at 10 years old, he was already smoking. He was already smoking them dollar joints. And if he didn't have no dollar joint, he could get his hands on a cigarette. He was smoking a cigarette. Roscoe was smoking as a kid. Do his family know and his mama know? I don't know, but I know. We used to walk over. I used to smoke back then, them little dollar joints, them little pinheads. They sell them for $1. It was a dude, Johnny, Frank, and all them, Danny, Michelle. They had another sister. They mom and dad used to sit on the front porch on the east side and sell them joints. So I know Roscoe was smoking back then. But y'all got to be careful smoking that tobacco. Man, I got some stories. I may have even mentioned it once. Roscoe used to always smoke. So whenever he got in my car, I'd be like, oh, you can't smoke in my car. Instead of Roscoe accepting and respecting that, Roscoe would roll the window down and stick his head out the window and smoke. He'd cover up his cigarette and take a puff. Roscoe just had to have it, man. I'm not saying nothing bad about it. I'm just saying tobacco ain't cool. Like, I got my own habits I talk about all the time. So it ain't singling the homie. I was just keeping it real. That was my loved one, and we used to always talk about it, so I could talk about it now. But yeah, y'all got to be careful, man, when y'all smoking that tobacco, man. You know, I got a sister that's a chain smoker. She can't stop smoking cigarettes. All she do is smoke cigarettes. And she know I'm going to complain. She know the family going to complain. So she always say things like, I'll be right back. I'm going outside to smoke a cigarette. I know you don't want this in your face, so I'm going outside. The only thing I could say the difference between my sister and Roscoe, my sister don't smell like tobacco. Roscoe smelled like tobacco. Like, his clothes smell like tobacco. When he had hair, his hair smelled like tobacco. So y'all always got to be careful, man, off that tobacco. My sister's been lucky so far, man. She's outlived my mom, my grandma, one of my sisters, and she's cancer free. God bless her. So hopefully that don't never change. But you always got my father. My father he was a chain smoker. He quit smoking though, but he was a chain smoker in my childhood. My father used to always, I could smell my father, I kid you not, from inside the house whenever he pulled up to the house. I'd be like, Mom, Dad's outside. She'd be like, no, he's not. I'd be like, I smell him. She's like, boy, shut up. And my father be on the front porch. I could smell them cigarettes, man. And Pops, when he died, he had all kind of cancer. I could imagine where he got throat cancer from, but besides the point, he had all kind of cancer, man, and I'm sure the cigarettes played a big part in that. Even though he stopped, I think that contributed to his lung cancer. and other cancers. Newport gang, stop it. I'm just saying, man, you know, you want to smoke your Newports? Salute to you, my brother. Camel non-filters and Bugler. Mary White baby smoked it. I mean, that's what he was, and that's what he smoked for sure. In LA, in the 80s, my neighbors smoked lovely Sherm sticks, no cap. I don't know, man. Your neighbor might get a hole in his heart. He may believe in outer space aliens and all that. You know what I mean? But he'll probably be all right other than that. What up, Kev? What? Cancer is a whole different animal. You could have it for years and you won't even know it. Yeah, that's true. Roscoe had it. Ain't no telling how long he had it, but he went to the county jail and they took x-rays. You know, when you go into the intake, they take x-rays and Roscoe had a black spot on his lung. He may not have had it very long because it was just a spot. That spot ate up one side of his lung so fast is why he may not have had it a long time. But then he may have. Maybe if he caught it earlier, things would have been different. I don't know. But watching my father die, man, that was something I'll never forget, man. That's something you want to try to avoid if you can. And that's coming from a dude that's probably going to end up with my legs and arms and fingers cut off from eating sweets all the time. But hey, if I could share some good information with y'all, I'm going to share it with y'all, man. It's up to you to take it and believe it. Let's see, wet ones. Asbestos is fibers in your lungs that damage your lungs. Cancer is abnormal cells. Asbestos and lung cancer is different. All right, well, he had lung cancer. Whatever it was, he had lung cancer. Roscoe was yoked up back in the day. Roscoe was yoked up. You know, too, the nurses told me at the hospital that the reason why Roscoe was still living, kind of like my brother when he was in a car accident, because they were so big and muscular. And so his lungs was able to handle his situation a lot better than somebody that wouldn't be as strong as in the shape as Roscoe. Marcus, good looking out, brother. What up, Kev? Good to see you, bro. Times are hard. Once again, times are always good and bad for me. They hard and soft for me. Almost like in the bedroom. But yeah, absolutely. And hopefully everything turn out well for you, bro. You know, sometime when you get out, just gotta stay down until you can get back up. You know, you don't want to get up too fast, but you want to get up. That's the most important thing, is getting up. Can we get a Budlong Gangster Crip interview? You know, the homie Sean Williams been hooking me up with a Budlong interview, but check this out, bro. I don't live in the land. I am not in the land, and it's a long travel and got to travel with equipment and all that stuff, man. And potholes in California ain't cool. So I'm not so quick to get up and go get a Budlong interview right now or any other interview. So that's not going to happen for a couple months. Probably 3 months or more before I'm back in the game like that. You know what I mean? So again, I ask that you guys be patient in anything that you expect from me. I've always been a work in progress, and there ain't no hurry, man. I don't expect to die tomorrow. I don't expect to die next month or next year. So patience has always been good to me, man. So be patient, bro. 1 million views on, yeah, I was out. You know what? I was gonna mention that on my Instagram, but since I don't have no Mac kids and maniacs following me, I figured why waste my time, because my family and close friends, they don't give a damn about no 1 million views. So yeah, the little short with Moon talking about spanking your kid, disciplining your kid, it hit 1 million views yesterday or the day before. So that's our first 1 million view short, our fastest video to get 1 million views. And I told you guys probably in a week or so, week and a half, it would go up. Man, that thing went up. So it's over 1 million views, y'all. Shout out to Moon, man. Would you do an LV interview? I can hook up White Street, Crips, and Donna Block. I heard a lot about Donna Block. Yeah, I'll do them, but you know what, man? Like I told you before, it got to be somebody to know who bought Crip to the hood. They got to know when and who bought the Crip to the hood. Otherwise, to me, it ain't gonna do no due justice for the channel. Had to pull over in this work truck and tap in. Good looking out, get him, James. James Robinson, what up? Ryan, what up? You need that recognition. Keep it coming. Good looking out, bro. Appreciate it. Compton Girl, thanks for the comment. Shaniqua, what up, homegirl? What you doing up so early, man? You know the streets is waiting on you. Man, I get so many texts about new numbers. I don't even lock the new numbers in. That's a problem I got. When I see new number, I don't even lock it in. Were you and Bam Roscoe's connection in the 60s since he never actually lived in the 60s? It's kind of explained. It's a good question, but it's kind of explained in Roscoe's profile. Moving to the catwalks, depending on how you view it, were a clique of the 60s or morphed into the rolling 60s. So that's really his connection right there. And now he's going to Horseman Junior High, which is in the front part of the 60s. And Roscoe starts coming to the back hood and using my address. He started coming 1983 when they were working on the house next door. But then he went to YA. When he got out of YA in 88, he started using our address. So in a roundabout way, we definitely, his connection to the Hills part, to the back hood, but not the 60s though. For real, huge potholes in LA, man. For real, you know what? They're giving out money though. If you hit up the government website, my sister sent it to me. I just haven't had time to fill it out. They'll reimburse you for some of them potholes, but I think they got to prove where the pothole was and the damage to your car. But I definitely plan to fill that out, man. I'm trying to get a new rim, man. They killed my new rim, man. Make me not even want to go to California no more. Yeah, the catwalks. I mean, think about any catwalk. If you knew a catwalk, if you knew any catwalk personally, tell me right now, where is that dude from? Even the catwalks, Crip influence came from the 60s. Because you had homie like Shoes over there, you had Big Worm over there, you had Mark Moody in there. You had probably CJ Mack whole family, Money Mon and D Ross and all of them. So you got all these 60 personalities over there. That's who they looked up to, and that's who they ran with and molded themselves after. So when catwalks go defunct, basically you either quit banging or you became a 60. You didn't become a 40. You didn't become a 5'5". You didn't become a 5 Deuce Hoover. You became a rolling 60. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Y'all be safe out there. Good looking out, Ryan. So that's why I said, depending on how you look at it, either however you determine it in your mind or by definition, a clique of the rolling 60s or just became the rolling 60s. Daryl McFarley, what up, Caesar? Oh, this is how I catch you, man. I got to come on early. Even got over 100 people up in here. Like, it's been hard for me to get 100 people. Like, I never heard of Catwalk Crip until the documentary Kev did. Hey, man, good looking out, man. You know, a lot of people, homie. A lot of people learn a lot of things from kevmacvideos, and I'm glad we can help you out with that. Crystal Brain, good looking out for posting that. Enjoy your weekend, be safe, and live it up. Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, I gotta go, man. I gotta go meet one of the Mac kids, man. That's betting on basketball today. So I gotta go meet him. And then I gotta go to work. Let me see when you want to do some more music. Little Caesar, we could do some music whenever you want, bro. I have to know in advance because right now I gotta go to work. I gotta work. So if I know in advance, then I could be ready for you. Kev Mac on fire. Keep it up and enjoy your day. I'm on fire, really, for real. I don't think so, but I think we can turn up though. I think we can turn up real soon, right? Like I said, I know what y'all want. I can't always give it to you. You know what I can give y'all is a whole bunch of I almost got shot stories. I'm out of here, y'all. Thanks for checking in. Be sure to hit the like button, man. If you haven't checked out that Roscoe profile, go to the Blue Channel. Check Roscoe's profile. Click the like button. Leave a comment, man. Encourage me to do more. Like, I want to do T. Rogers next. I could do some more 60s. I don't want to flood the channel with 60 information and make y'all think I'm that biased or that hung up on the 60s that all I could do is 60s. I want to do T. Rogers. A lot of guys, you guys suggest I do. I don't have the information. Sometimes you got to think if it's somebody you know and you got information on, maybe you should be the one to give up the information. If you give me the information, you do a short interview, I'll promise you, I'll put the video together. If you want to pay homage to one of your homeboys that I may not know a lot about, and then me and Baby Smack, we do our research and come up with the rest for you. But I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all take it easy, man. Peace.